Hey guys, welcome back to Cookies Tarot on YouTube. Today we're going to be doing another 7-day look ahead. Sorry, my hair's a mess. But here we go. So we're going to do Aries first. Universe Spirit guys, what is coming up for Aries over the next 7 days? Universe Spirit guys, what is coming up for Aries over the next 7 days? 3 cards, please. What is coming up for Aries over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Aries over the next 7 days? Okay, so we have the Hermit in reverse, 2 of Swords, and 7 of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting the sense that you want to be left alone because you have a choice to make, and you have to make this choice by yourself. You can't have anyone else give you their opinions or, try to guide you. You need to make this decision by yourself. You may not know how to move forward with this decision. So this next week is basically you secluding yourself and trying to make this decision. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Make sure that you're not letting other people's opinions pressure you into doing something you don't want to do. 7 of Wands in reverse is more like giving up energy. You're already not trying to see the truth, and this will make you more susceptible to other people's opinions and pressure. Okay, so now we're doing Taurus. Universe Spirit guys, what is coming up for Tauruses over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Tauruses over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Tauruses over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Tauruses over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Tauruses over the next 7 days? One more card, please. Thank you. Okay, so we have 10 of Cups, Page of Wands in reverse, and the Empress in reverse. So I'm getting the sense that you could be spending more time with family, or there could be a family business that's really important to you. You could be celebrating an anniversary. Okay, so there could be someone in your family dynamic, or someone whom you live with, or you're in a family business with, or any kind of business with, that may try to smother you or try to make you feel smothered, or they may feel a lack of confidence, so they may try to sabotage a situation. They may feel envious about something, or their actions may cause you to feel like something isn't progressing when it really should. Like, the circumstances are great for you to thrive, but someone may not be really encouraging you to do that. So that could be a Libra energy for Tauruses. Okay, so next we're doing Geminis. Universe guys, what is coming up for Geminis over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Geminis over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Gemini? What is coming up for Geminis over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Geminis over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Geminis over the next 7 days? Okay. So Geminis, we have the Sun, 7 of Wands in reverse, and 5 of Swords in reverse. So clearly there's like some type of victory going on, but this victory is at a cost. So you could be like in conflict with coworkers, or just with anybody. Could be love, could be career, and someone wants to prove a point no matter the cost. But I do see a clear winner. You could be going somewhere warm. That could be a random message. But mainly over the course of next week, it's more like, how much do you want to give up on your beliefs in order to avoid conflict, or how much do you want to like squash the competition almost so that you come out on top? And you could be dealing with a Leo. Okay, so next we have Cancers. Spirit guides, what is coming up for Cancers over the next 7 days? Just coming up for Cancers over the next 7 days. Cancer. It's coming up for Cancers over the next 7 days. It's coming up for Cancers over the next 7 days. One more card, please. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, King of Wands in reverse, and the World in reverse. Okay, so someone is, sorry, something in my mouth. Someone could be reaching out to you, could be a Leo. So I'm getting communication coming in. This person's, they're not really like, even though they're talking to you, they might not be too direct, or the conversation might go astray because someone isn't being forceful, someone's being passive aggressive. There's a lack of leadership taking control of where this conversation should go. Someone could be telling you about a truth. You could be learning about a truth in regards to a Leo or fire energy. Ultimately though, because of the lack of direction, the lack of leadership of whatever communication this is, you may not feel like you have the closure. You may not feel like something is complete, which, like, the story hasn't ended yet. So something is leaving you feeling like you have to question something more. Okay, so now we're doing Virgos. Where's Virgos? What is coming up for Virgos over the next 7 days? What's coming up for Virgos over the next 7 days, Virgo? What is coming up for Virgos over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Virgos over the next 7 days? Coming up for Virgos. Okay, so for Virgos, we have King of Wands in reverse, 10 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. Mostly good energy, so you could be dealing with a Leo. So the person that you're dealing with, they, again, like, lack of leadership. They could be like too forceful because they're afraid of they're like self-conscious, so then they're too forceful to make up for their lack of confidence, or there's just like a lack of leadership. So this is this person's energy. But I do see that you are focusing on spending more time with this person, or just focusing on spending more time with family members. This could be like celebrating an anniversary, a birthday. You could be in a family business where everything is going great. You could be in a good business partnership where the two of you are seeing eye to eye. I'm seeing mutually beneficial relationship. And this could be romantic or work related. I am getting mainly like romance, and you could be surrounded by family and kids. So it does feel like a very peaceful and like everything is copacetic. Alrighty, so next we're doing Libras. Spirit guys, what is coming up for Libras over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Libras over the next 7 days? Libra. What's coming up for Libras over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Libras over the next 7 days? What is coming up for, too many cards, I just need one card. What's coming up for Libras? Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. So you could be feeling weighed down by financial responsibilities in regards to taking care of your family. Something is weighing down on you heavy emotionally. You may have just a lot of responsibilities in general to deal with. You could be getting advice, like good advice from other people. You could be in a team environment. So Spirit is really wanting you to participate in a group environment and cooperate better so that you're not feeling all the weight of the world on your shoulders. There are people out there who are willing to help you and give you good advice. I do also see that you could be getting a second job or like a side job or part-time job. Some sort of sneaky energy is about, so this could be like someone could be spying on you, you could be spying on somebody else, someone could be trying to get information or trying to trick you in some type of way. So it's really important for you to rely on those that you consider your people. Okay, so next we're doing Scorpios. What is coming up for Scorpios over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Scorpios over the next 7 days? What's coming up for Scorpios over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Scorpios over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Scorpios over the next 7 days? What's coming up for Scorpios over the next 7 days? Okay. So we have 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, or I'm sorry, 6 of Swords, and the Strength card. So you could be going away with family. You could be traveling, especially by water. You could be celebrating an anniversary, just spending more time with loved ones. And then you could be like taking a trip with loved ones. 6 of Swords normally is like parting of ways, leaving something behind. But I think in this case, it's really like leaving behind whatever isn't serving you and moving on to greener pastures with the Strength card. So someone may have really strong feelings for you, strong feelings of love, devotion. Could also be anger, but with the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords, I don't really see negative energy. You could also be overcoming an important obstacle or like a big obstacle and making a brave decision or doing something brave. Okay, so next we have Sagittarius. Guys, what is coming up for Sagittarius over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Sagittarius over the next 7 days? What's coming up for Sagittarius over the next 7 days? What's coming up for Sagittarius over the next 7 days? What's coming up for Sagittarius? Okay, so Sagittarius, you have the Fool, 6 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups in reverse. So someone might be there for you and be generous with you, whether that's with time, energy, resources, money. So someone's giving you help in your time of need. Be sure that you're not squandering this opportunity because you are acting too much in the moment. So you could be feeling really adventurous, really spontaneous, want to try different things, but make sure that you are still being careful and thinking about future consequences, because someone might come in and show you kindness, but you might not be able to appreciate it, or you might squander the opportunity because you're just in that like spur of the moment type vibe. You could be dealing with an Aries. You could also be dealing with, this could also be your energy where you are the person giving someone something, like being generous with someone, and they're not appreciating what you've given them. So the roles may be reversed. Okay, so Capricorn, Universe Spirit Guides, what is coming in for Capricorns over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Capricorns over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Capricorn? What's coming up for Capricorns over the next 7 days? Coming up for Capricorns over the next 7 days. What is coming up for Capricorns over the next 7 days? Okay. So Capricorns, we have 3 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands, and 9 of Cups. So I'm getting like in 1 to 3 days or 1 to 3 weeks, you're gonna have a wish come true. Like something's gonna make you feel really good. So in regards to like just over the next 7 days, so you might feel frustrated that something isn't progressing as quickly as it should. You might be dealing with someone who doesn't want to cooperate or compromise, but that energy is going to change because you have the Ace of Wands. So I'm seeing brand new energy. You're going to feel a burst of passion, enthusiasm. There could be romance. Whatever you are wanting, your wish will be granted. So with the 9 of Cups, that's like, that's like true happiness, fulfillment, abundance. That something's gonna make you feel really good for Capricorns. And you could be dealing with a fire energy. Okay, so now we're doing Aquarius. Universe Spirit Guides. What is coming up for Aquarius over the next 7 days? What's coming up for Aquarius over the next 7 days? Aquarius. What is coming up for Aquarius over the next 7 days? What's coming up for Aquarius over the next 7 days? Okay. So all major arcana cards, we have the Hermit in reverse, Judgment card in reverse, lastly, the Fool. So someone could be making you feel rejected. You might be rejecting someone else. You might not want to just hang out with people in general. You just might want to just be at home and shut the door and not deal with anything. So you're also dealing with like self-doubt or self-blame, or someone could be blaming you. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, Scorpio, or Aries. And it's important for you to really self-reflect, because you might not be reflecting enough, and you might just be going about like as if nothing's wrong, like as if, you know, not a care in the world. But there are really lessons that you need to learn in order for you to move on to the next chapter. So I see that you could just be treating a situation without enough levity, and it's causing you to miss out on an important lesson because you're not being introspective enough. Okay, so now lastly but not least, Pisces. Universe Spirit Guides, what is coming up for Pisces over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Pisces over the next 7 days? What's coming up for Pisces? What is coming up for Pisces over the next 7 days? What is coming up for Pisces? Okay, so we have the Hierophant in reverse, 8 of Cups, and 3 of Cups. So you could be dealing with a water energy or a Taurus. So you could be going through like a divorce. You could be breaking up with somebody. It feels like you feel caged in, you feel bored, you want to just break out and do your own thing. Your values may not be your values might not match the values of someone that you're dealing with. You might be taking a risk. So I'm seeing a parting of ways. So this could be like physical, where you're actually like going somewhere, departing from home, going on a trip, or you could be letting go of someone or a situation because you just don't see that the two of you are able to see things through or get along or work together in a team environment. You could be going somewhere where you're partying. So I'm seeing like singing, dancing. You could be invited to a social gathering. So you could be doing this because you've just broken up with someone and you just want to go out and have fun. And then I'm also seeing that a friendship, you may meet a friend and this may lead to something more romantic down the road. Alrighty, so that was my 7-day look ahead. Sorry about the mess, but I will see you soon.